goodness this was a library book, because I feel like I'd be even more conflicted if I actually owned this book. Hey, what's up guys, it's Steph, and yeah, today we're here to talk about A Fierce and Subtle Poisoning by Samantha Mabry. And like I said before the intro and before the planes started flying overhead, I really don't know how to feel about this book. Are you done yet, plane? So my rating was 3 stars, and that's weird for me because usually I don't go super low with my ratings on books. So usually I'm a 4 or 5 star person. So it's just, this story, I really don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to really articulate to what it was. It was just kind of meh. So this is Samantha Mabry's debut novel that came out in 2016. On the back, there's no real description on the entire book. On the back, we have just an excerpt from the book, from the earlier chapters, and then we have 2 reviews. And then on the inside of the dust jacket, we have one little quote that says, "Some say she grants wishes. Some say her touch kills. One boy is drawn to her enchanted world." And that's all there really is about this book. Honestly, for me, it was just a cover pickup. It looks really pretty. I mean, are you looking at this cover? Is the glare covering it so you can't see it? Look at this cover. It's gorgeous with the plant life and just how the lettering is prickled like a cactus. It looks so freaking pretty. I love it so much. It's just the content doesn't match the prettiness of the cover. It sucks. We follow Lucas, son of this white businessman who does a lot of land development in Puerto Rico, which is where a lot of the story does take place, or where the story actually does take place. I don't know why I said a lot. The story does take place in Puerto Rico. Lucas goes to Puerto Rico with his father every summer in hopes to eventually live on the island and work for his dad, and just eventually live on the island, like I just said. Why am I repeating myself? I don't know. I'm still have so many conflicting thoughts about this book. I just don't know what I'm saying. Honestly, Lucas isn't even that likable of a character. He talks about how the señoras around the village that he stays in with his father, they give him looks. They're kind of they don't trust him, and I don't know. There's also parts where when he was little, that how the señoras would tell him stories about this house at the end of the street that he lives on in the hotel that he lives in during the summer, and they would try to scare him, and how the entire town just like hated him and his dad so much that they put him in this cursed room in the hotel to try and scare him away, and it didn't work. I don't know. Nobody really trusts him because he's an outsider, except for like his small group of friends, about 3 or 4 kids. And honestly, outside of like all of that telling you like the señoras didn't like him, he only has a few friends, like even the cops didn't trust him because he was an outsider. They didn't really give you much reason to like him. He just wasn't memorable, much like the story in this book. Like, I'm not even sure how to summarize it, how to fully describe this book. The big thing about it is the story, and also actually starts the book off. It's a story about the house at the end of the street, about how this scientist who loved his plants more than he loved his wife. And so the wife ended up leaving him and left behind a curse that would fall upon him and the house. And birds don't fly over it, cats die if they go near it. It's this whole thing. And it's very important to the full story of the book. But relating it without spoilers, I'm not sure how. This book is just so weird to me because I remember everything that happened because it is under 300 pages. I just didn't enjoy it, and nothing really stuck out as like, wow, this is something really cool. Or, whoa, look at this thing. Everything was just kind of meh. Things just happened as all books do. But there didn't really seem like a full kind of purpose behind them, or like very good foreshadowing behind it. I don't know. This book was just really meh. Why am I even dedicating a video to this book? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I thought it would be really cool because the cover is so freaking pretty. The story takes place in Puerto Rico, and like the description with the girls, like she has a poison touch or whatever, magic girls, hell yes, here for it. But it just turned out to be less than that, and maybe it's just my expectations. I don't know. This story is it just kind of falls flat. It just didn't grip me. The characters were bland. There were moments of dickishness from everyone. Some of it is like, yes, I can understand due to circumstances that led up to this why you're being kind of dickish right now. Other spouts of it just came out of nowhere and made me kind of like the characters even less. I don't know. I was dedicated to finishing this book because 1, it's due the day after I'm filming this video and it was on library loan. And 2, I just hoped it would get better, but it just kind of stayed flat. There's nothing wrong with the story. I just wish there had been a bit more that had really gripped me and made me enjoy this book, because I was pretty excited for it. I'd never heard of this book. The cover, I keep going back to how pretty the cover is. And then when I found out it takes place in Puerto Rico, I was really excited because, hey, I wanted to visit Puerto Rico. I always hear about it because I follow Lin-Manuel Miranda, and obviously the hurricanes that just ravaged it last year. My gosh, those, like, the devastation and all that, and trying to donate and benefit, and just, like, having a story, like, talk about that. And there were even moments of, like, talk about hurricane weather, and it's like, wow, that's really relating to what's happening recently. I just don't know, it wasn't good, and I'm sad about that, and I think that's why I'm going to end this video, because I just don't know what to say about this book. I don't even know why I'm making this video. Content, that's it. I feel like I need to say something about it, because otherwise it's just going back to the library, and I'm not going to have anything else to say about it. I don't even know if I'll remember to put it in my wrap-up, so let's just hold this here so I may remember. That's all I've got for you guys today. Honestly, I think this might be one of my least favorite books from this year, and that really sucks, but it just means, I don't know, there's a few weeks left, so there's that to look forward to. I have some more books lined up. Obviously, the Queer Lit Readathon is going on as I'm filming this. When it comes out, it's over. But there is that, so let's look forward to those 3 books that I chose. If you want to see that, I'll leave the video on the side, as well as another mystery video down here on the bottom. If you want to subscribe, my face will be right here, as well as the button down there. Click the icon to be notified when I post my videos on Mondays and Fridays. And that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day / night, and I'll see you later.